start my flight. Flight checklist. Click on buttons, knobs, levers, and switches. Flying these planes is my everyday riches. A PMG 3737, ready for another flight. When things get rough, baby, hold on tight. If you wanna catch the flight, come to Lounging with John. Right here on TikTok, in the lounge where we never go wrong. PMD 3737, ready for another flight. When things get rough, baby, hold on tight. Come and fly with me. I got the best AI, even if I just can't see. Ready for another flight. When things get rough, baby, hold on tight. Come on and fly. Come and fly with me. I got the best AI.
All right, my friends, welcome back. Glad to be here. Hope everybody's doing all right today. Wherever you might be, whatever you might be doing, I hope today is treating you well. All right, so we are flying from Fort Worth here in Texas, KDFW, and we're heading over to Miami. I'm trying to work out this thing with Say Intentions to see if I can figure out why it's not been lining me up correctly. So we're going to see what we can do here. Going to try to give my attention to the flight. Once we get to starting descent, I need to really focus on that and see if we can figure this out. All right, hopefully you guys are seeing the sim window. All right, windy here in Fort Worth. Look at that. Look at that. So let's just see what it is. $15, then went to 21, 18, 19, all right, so a little windy today, but we'll be all right, right? Again, welcome everyone. Oh, we got updates. Hold on. Just doing an update here on Say Intentions real quick. here we go. I believe it's doing it. Alright. Alright. There we go. It's doing what it's got to do here. Alright. Okay, it restarted here. New flight. Gold Star requesting a cargo job to Miami.
Mission on request. This will take a minute or two.
Then of course it's going to text me, which is
Remote.
the other really cool feature that it has.
Heading. Edit button. Message received from Say Intentions.
Gold Star International 9er Delta Whiskey, alright? We got a new cargo mission for you. SkyOps has assigned you a cargo mission to Miami International Airport. Kilo Mike India Alpha. Your task is to transport a shipment of medical supplies urgently needed in Miami. The cargo weighs approximately 20,000 pounds, suitable for your PMDG 737-900ER. Ensure all safety protocols are followed during the flight. We're sending your crew over now. You can expect to be airborne in a few minutes.
Good deal. So that's done. I better make sure I exported the flight plan here. Okay. Close that. There we go.
12:52 p.m. One notification. Chime. Collapse stack. Now. Chime. Notification.
Hey, Captain, we have been here for hours trying to load this cargo. We are just about done, I'll let you know.
Well, you ain't been there for hours, but we'll go with that. Hope everybody's having a good day today. Those of you on TikTok here. Jerry joined us. All right.
Captain, we are secure and good to go.
All right, we'll go ahead and connect our first officer here.
Starting pre-flight flow.
Pre-flight flow is underway.
Good afternoon, Captain.
Lois Hughes. Hello, Watson up, John.
What's up, Lois? Lois, how's it going? About to do this flight. Gonna see how things go today. We are taking, I guess, medical supplies to Miami. Plus, we got passengers. So, there's that. I've already been up and out and about this morning. I rode with the ex-wife to take her dog to drop her dog off. She's getting fixed, getting her shots,
Lois Hughes.
getting her nails done.
Just woke up, seen you came on.
Yep, we just started, Lois. Just now started. Alright, so it's testing everything. RS is lined. It's windy here in Texas today. Right now it's 18 knots. I've been seeing it go from 11 up to 21 knots, so
N01 Zulu. Wind 150 at 1.
alright, putting in the IRS positions.
12:56 p.m. One notification. Chime. Collapse stack. 4 minutes ago. Chime. Notification. Try again. Chime. Collapse stack. 4 minutes ago. Chime. Notification. Button. Activate to expand. Face ID. Face ID. Use passcode. Button. Use passcode. Emergency. Use passcode. Button. 0. 2. 1.
Let's see what this was real quick.
Chime. Alert. Face ID. Face. Get started. Button. 100 free tax. Back button. Back button. 100 free tax filings. Average tax filing. Get started. By having get started. Chime does not. These tax files. 1 there are 2 iris. 3 maximum. Start chime. Start chime does not guarantee timing refund. Get started. Button. Average tax. 100 free. Back button. Back button.
No, I'm not doing my taxes through Chime.
March was small second. Decorative image 5. March spelling tree. Savings. Button. Spelling March. Decorative image. Decorative image. Volume T. Get your federal. Get started. By pay 0. Decorative image. Direct deposit. View your history.
So you just shut your mouth, Chime. I'm not doing taxes with you. This is about 1,000 miles.
The computer is programmed, except for the sits and
Alright,
stars.
let's
Heading out for the walk around.
you want to go ahead and get our IFR clearance.
I'll get our IFR clearance from clearance delivery. Dallas clearance. Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey. We'd like to receive our IFR clearance. We have Mike.
I'll grab that clearance. Give me just a minute.
$17R.
Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey, Dallas clearance, cleared to Miami via the March 3 departure, then as filed. Climb and maintain 7,000. Expect flight level 330, 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 8.1 squawk 2462. Expect runway 17 right.
MRS. Zalia. Take that. Now let's work on our arrival. 8 right. Frogs 4 Gox. Oh. Eight right. Frogs 4. Alright, that's gonna be left sub 5. Executes. What was the altitude after takeoff?
We'll climb and maintain 7,000 initially, then expect to reach flight level 330 10 minutes after departure.
Alright. Lois, what are you up to? What are you getting into today?
Lois Hughes. OT Mu H today.
It's a little chilly out there today, I'll tell you that. At least it was when I was out. Definitely not that warm, that's for sure. I think I'm gonna go Friday and get me a 32-inch TV at Walmart. Get one for about 80 bucks, 90 bucks on sale. Especially if you get the card, you get that card, I'll go with you and let you do it that way. But I gotta wait till about Friday. That way I got enough to do it.
Notification. Messenger. Collapse app. Now. Messenger. Notification. Messenger. Collapse app. Now. Adriana Sizzle. Reactive red heart emoji. To your message. Hey, I just wanted to say I need someone to talk to. Show notifications. Messenger. Collapse app. Messenger expanded. Type a message. Text field. Double tap to edit. Cap. I. Cap. Space. Space. J. J. U. U. 3. S. T. T. Space. K. K. N. N. W. Space. Space. H. H. W. W. Space. I. T. T. Space. C. C. A. J. J. Space.
Aircraft looks good. Flow completed. Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested. Navigation, transfer, and display switches. Normal and auto.
Window heat.
On.
Pressurization mode selector.
Auto.
Flight instruments.
Set.
Parking brake.
On.
Fuel control switches.
Cutoff.
Pre-flight checklist completed.
Okay. Let me see what he's doing here. Okay. Alright, got that done. Now my N1 limit, that is done. 10 degrees, 141. Let's go ahead and copy our speeds over.
Sunfire 11.
3.6.
Hi.
Andy, how are you? Alright, 3.6. So let's go ahead. Alright, bring our trim down. That is good. Refresh. Alright, so that's done. Now let's go. Close that door. There we go. Very windy here at Fort Worth today. I'll tell you that, but
Initiating before start flow.
we'll be fine though. Some people get that confused, you know, and when you're flying, even when you think, man, wind's 18, that's just too much. It really, that's not that bad. It's all about, you know, obviously if the wind was 60 miles an hour, you're not going to be wanting to take off like that. But wind that's, you know, between 10 and 20, even, I've even taken off with it up to 30. That's just a matter of, you know, taking off with the right flap setting, right? Like, so my rule of thumb is anytime I take off, I always take off at flaps 10. It just became just a second nature choice. You know, if it's a beautiful day, I'm still taking off flaps 10. Like, I always take off flaps 10. If the wind was 30 to 35 knots, I'm going to bring my flaps up to 15, and that'll get you up in the air, I guarantee it. You might take longer to climb, but it's not going to stop you from taking off. So let's let him do his thing here. Alright, ground power, he's taking care of that now.
Sunfire 11. Long time no.
Disconnected
See.
GPU. Yeah, it's been a minute, Andy. It sure has, buddy.
Flow completed. Before start checklist. Flight deck door. Closed and locked. Fuel 20.
Now, we're going to try to do the pushback with
Passenger side.
say intentions. Now, that
On.
sometimes is
MVP.
buggy.
Speed.
And I'm just going to tell you from
Heading.
experience, it pushback
174.
messes up.
Altitude 33,000.
Your best bet is
Takeoff speed.
to even reload your flight, because
BR 168.
sometimes
V2 173. Check.
say intention
CU
somehow
pre-flight.
makes the plane think the
Completed.
tug's still there,
Rudder and aileron
and
trim.
it completely blows
3
your
and 0.
takeoff.
Anti-collision lights. On. Before start checklist
So
complete.
anytime that ever happens, I just restart my flight. I'll just go completely out of the flight on the sim, reload where I'm going to start off at, reload the say intentions, and that's where I leave it. So request pushback with start, if you don't mind.
I can't handle that task right now. You'll need to request the pushback yourself.
GSI 9 Delta Whiskey requesting pushback with start.
Gold Star International 9 Delta Whiskey, you're on the clearance frequency. Please contact ground on 121.65 for pushback clearance.
Alright. Can you connect me to the ground? Sometimes the co-pilot will do it, sometimes she don't.
You'll need to switch to ground on 121.65 for pushback clearance.
Just like I said, sometimes she does. Here we go.
Dallas ground, Gold Star 9 Delta Whiskey, requesting clearance for pushback.
There, now she's doing it.
Gold Star International 9 Delta Whiskey, pushback approved, tail west.
What direction did he say the tail needs to be?
ATC approved pushback with the tail facing west.
Alright, tail west. So let's connect to ramp here. Gold Star International requesting tug.
Ground to flight deck. The tug is on its way.
We had a good pushback last night. Let's hope we get another one.
Gold Star International 9 Delta Whiskey, bypass pin inserted. Just let me know when you're ready to start the pushback.
Parking brake released. Pushback tail west.
Sunfire 11. We need to catch up sometime.
Yeah, we.
Roger, stand by.
Let me know your schedule for later this evening, and maybe we can catch up. If you want to do a video with me, you can. Unless you don't want to do a video, we don't got to do video. But either way, yeah, definitely. Maybe catch up with you a little bit later this evening. Now I'm just waiting on him to tell me that I can start the engine. This, like I said, sometimes it just takes him a little bit. Other times he just has trouble altogether. And I mean, we're at a gate, so I wouldn't think we're having trouble here. I don't know what he's doing. It's the only thing I get frustrated with doing the pushback with say intentions is if, and I don't know what he's got going on here. We're not moving yet, so Gold Star, notice we're not moving yet. Let me know when I can start.
Ground to flight deck. Please ensure the parking brake is released. We're ready to start pushback tail west.
Sunfire
Parking
11.
brake released.
I'm open all
Ready for
evening.
pushback tail west. Okay, I'll get a hold of you here a little bit later.
Ground to flight deck.
Andy.
All right, release the parking brake now. We're going to start pushback facing west.
I'll get a hold of you. I'll message you unless you got it. Well, no, I don't think you got a new number, so I'll message you here a little bit later, and we can. Well, actually, I can give you your info to your account for the server. I mean, it's still here. I think we might have got a new server since then. Since everything, yeah, I know we did. Since everything I went through last year in 2024, yeah, we did get a new server. So I'll send you your information here in a little while. You can meet me on the server if you want. This is where I'm going to say that Pushback is, again, messed up. I'm going to try to get him to just release the tug altogether, to cancel it, because there's something wrong. It's not working. GSI, cancel tug, disconnect. There's a problem with it, so I'm going to tell him that twice to make sure he didn't have it connected twice.
Roger, emergency abort procedure in effect. We've released the aircraft. Please make sure your brakes are on.
GSI, double check, cancel and tug, release. GSI, disconnect, tug. If you don't tell them a couple times, like I said, there's a bug.
All right, we're disconnecting now. Stand by.
See? They're disconnecting now. Again,
The tug is already disconnected.
alright, good. It's better to double check. So what I'm going to do is just go to... I'm just going to go and do it. This way and this way.
Go ahead. Beacons on. Brakes released. Clear to push straight out.
Copy that. Clear to push straight back. Release the parking brakes, please.
Brakes released.
Good afternoon, Lisa. We're pushing back now.
Good afternoon, Captain John. Understood. I'll make sure the cabin crew is ready. Cabin crew, take seats for departure.
Starting engines. Starting engine 2.
Alright, here we go.
Captain,
Starting
the cabin is
engines.
secure and ready for departure.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard this flight from Dallas to Miami with our virtual airline. I'm Lisa, your lead flight attendant today, and I'm delighted to introduce our captain, John, and our first officer, JD. Assisting me in the cabin are my fellow crew members, Mike, Sarah, Emily, and Tom. We expect a smooth flight today with an estimated time en route of 2 hours and 14
Sunfire 11.
minutes.
I can't get my first officer or my flight attendant to work and say intentions.
Fasten your seatbelt.
It's really
insert the
screwed
metal
up.
fitting into the buckle, and pull on the strap
Really?
to tighten. To release, lift the top of the buckle. We recommend
That's
keeping the
interesting.
Engine 2
seatbelt
started.
fastened at all times while seated.
Engine
In the
2 cut
unlikely
out.
event
I wonder
of a
what
loss of
the,
cabin pressure, oxygen mask
I wonder
Arul
what
say
the problem is.
110109.
Pull the mask towards
Yo
you to start
WSP
the flow of
dude.
oxygen. Place it over your nose and mouth and secure it with the elastic
Yo, what's up?
band. Remember to put on your own mask
Okay, the
before
brakes
assisting
are
others.
Starting engine
Your
1.
life vest is located under your seat. In case of a water landing, remove the vest, slip it over your head, and fasten the straps around your waist. Inflate the vest by pulling on the red tabs, but only inflate it as you exit the aircraft.
It'll be on the right side. We'll see you guys.
This
Take care.
Boeing 737-900 is equipped with 8 emergency exits.
Arul say
2 at the front, 4 over
110109.
the wings, and
Hi,
2
I'm a
at the
fan
rear.
dude.
Please take a moment to locate the nearest exit to you, keeping in mind that it may
Good
be
deal,
behind.
buddy. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you for your attention, and we hope you have a pleasant
I
flight
appreciate
with
all
us.
the
We'll be coming around with snacks
subscribers and
beverages shortly
followers.
after
You
takeoff.
guys are awesome.
You're welcome, Captain John. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Sunfire 11.
Engine
Not
1
sure
started.
what's wrong. It acts like it's responding,
Engine
but
1
I
cut
don't
out.
hear anything.
You try to go in there and adjust the settings for your. There's settings for. You gotta add a button for the mic 1 and mic intercom button 1 and intercom button 2. You need buttons for those. And you can also adjust where that sound's going to be coming from and what the volume is.
Before taxi flow.
But you got to set up your buttons, that way you can actually communicate with the ATC.
Aruse 110109. I'm sub for 4YEARS.
Wow, you've been subscribed for a long time, my friend. Wow, it's a long time.
Clear on the right. Clear on the left. Flow completed. Before taxi checklist.
Sunfire 11.
Generators.
This is what the old say intentions.
Auto.
I haven't tried the
Isolation
new
valve.
release yet.
Auto. Engine start switches.
Yeah,
Aruse
Continuous.
110109.
set up the
Check.
new one
Yeah.
and
Auto brakes. Rejected
See,
takeoff. Flight control test.
see what that does for you, Andy. I don't know much about the old one, but I've got the new one with, I've got a membership and all that, so, which is really nice having that because you can request IFR through your phone. You can send a text message,
Brandon Armstrong.
request an
Be careful
IFR.
with Dallas over the next few days, especially if you are going to land here tomorrow. There's crosswinds that are going to be gusting over 50 knots.
Yeah, I think it'd be okay right now, Brandon. And I don't see nobody landing with crosswinds of 50, so if it was that bad, they just wouldn't land there. They'd end up shutting the runways down. They're not going to let no one land at 50 knot crosswinds.
Aruse 110109.
All right, yoke left,
Full
I
left.
love airplanes, it's nice and I can see your
Neutral.
face purple white eyes.
yoke to the right,
Full right.
back to center,
Neutral.
straight back,
Full back.
back to center, forward,
Full forward.
back to
Check.
center.
Brake test. Checked. Before taxi checklist
Go
complete.
ahead and get our taxi clearance.
Brandon Armstrong. They're definitely going to be shutting the runways down tomorrow
I'll handle the
because after
taxi
the
clearance
storms
for
that's
us.
when those crosswinds are gonna be very bad.
I always wait till the weather's there before I call it 100% because
Dallas ground. Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey. We're ready to taxi and we have information, Mike.
too much can change in a 24-hour period, so.
Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey, Dallas ground, taxi to runway 17 right via Charlie 9er, Charlie Yankee, cross runway 18 right, then cross runway 18 left, then Kilo, Echo Foxtrot.
Runway 17 right. Charlie 9, Charlie Yankee. Cross 18 right. Cross 18 left. Kilo Echo Foxtrot. Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey.
Aruse 110109. What's the game called I will love to play?
It's not a game, it's a flight simulator. But it's Microsoft 2020. Alright, let's see. 17 right.
Aruse 110109. Okay.
Hold on a minute. Why is it? Oh,
Brandon Armstrong. Please don't refer to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 is a game, folks. Real pilots do use simulators.
calm down, Brandon. He didn't know. It's okay. It's no big deal. When they say game, I just let them know it's not, and that's where I leave it. Alright, so we're going to jump to runway 17 right.
Approaching
prepare for
runway
takeoff.
17
Before takeoff, flow.
right. 17 right.
Gold Star International Niner Delta Whiskey, contact tower on 124.15. Take care.
Now, hopefully, say intentions, you got the tug
Before takeoff
disconnected.
checklist.
Now, I canceled it a couple
Sit.
times just to make sure.
Stabilization trim.
So I think we'll be okay.
Sit.
But
Transponder. Sit. Cabin crew. Cabin crew, prepare for takeoff. Notified. Before takeoff, checklist
we're
completed.
clear for takeoff.
I'll contact tower for takeoff clearance.
Alright, she's going to get her takeoff clearance, and then we will be out of here.
Dallas Tower, Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey, holding short of runway 17 right. We're ready for departure.
Giving comms to you.
Aruse 110109.
Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey.
Thanks, John.
I'll take care of the comms from
17
here.
right. Winds 135 at 10. RNAV tracks. Cleared for takeoff.
Alright, here we go, folks.
Runway 17 right, RNAV Trex, cleared for takeoff. Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey.
Alright, Brandon, here we go. We're going to find out how these winds are. And hopefully, the tug is fully disconnected. Here we go.
Thrust set. Checked.
I'll know going down the runway. I won't even have to
Speed
take
alarm.
off all the way.
Check.
I'll know if it's... Because it'll start pulling us in every direction.
80 knots.
80 knots. Checked.
Aruse 110109. Lift off, or I mean take off.
V1, rotate. V2.
Positive rate. Gear up.
Positive rate.
Gear up. Lateral navigation. LNAV on. Vertical navigation. Autopilot. VNAV on. Command A on.
And there we have it.
Acceleration altitude.
Go ahead and bring our flaps up.
Flaps up.
Landing gear is up.
Gold Star International Niner Delta Whiskey. Contact departure on 8.1.
Switching to departure on 8.1. Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey.
Flaps up.
Brandon
Dallas Tower,
Armstrong.
Gold Star Niner Delta
Nice
Whiskey.
takeoff.
Afternoon, climbing past 2500.
That wasn't too bad.
Aruse 110109. PC or VR, I wonder.
What do you mean, buddy? I'm not sure what you're saying. Like, what am I on? It's on a regular PC, but
Gold
it's
Star International Niner Delta Whiskey.
Microsoft
Traffic at your 12
2020.
o'clock. Less than 1 mile. Same altitude type unknown.
Alright, I've got another program here on the side, so you guys ain't gonna be able to hear it, but I'm gonna change
Aurora say
altitude
110109.
33,000. Confirm altitude.
Brandon Armstrong. She did not contact departure. It gave a weird frequency number like 8.1.
I'll tell you in a second.
After takeoff checklist. Engine start switches. Off. Packs. On. Auto brakes. Off. Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Up. After takeoff checklist completed.
124. Hold on. Did you contact departure? Sometimes she does it and it doesn't, because she's got it tuned in here.
I haven't contacted departure yet. We're still on tower frequency. I'll switch to departure when instructed.
He already instructed you to switch to departure.
We need to switch to departure on 118.1 for further instructions.
You was already told to switch.
Sunfire 11. Okay, back.
Gold Star International
Aurora say
9er Delta
Switching to
Whiskey.
departure on
10109.
118.1 net.
Over Grand Prairie
IGTG,
Mon
can you
at
live tomorrow?
7800 feet. Heading to Grand Prairie altimeter 29.88. Clear direct tracks. Climb and maintain flight level 250.
No, he didn't tell her to switch yet. Nuh-uh. We're good.
Heading 2. Clear direct treks.
No,
Climb
he didn't.
And maintain flight
We're
level
good.
250. Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey.
I'm looking at the history now, Brandon. He didn't tell her to go to departure yet. It ain't time. They don't always put you to departure right after takeoff.
Passing 10,000 feet.
Now, whether that's whatever reason, I don't know, but she's doing what she's told. Welcome back, Andy. Alright, we're climbing 266 knots.
Gold Star International 9er Delta Whiskey.
Aurora say
Contact Lone Star departure on
110109.
8.1.
There, now
Can you live
she's...
tomorrow, please?
Now she's... I'll be live tomorrow, too, yes. Now she's having her
Brandon
go
Armstrong.
to departure.
Okay, I thought it did my fault. I jumped a gun on that one, lol.
No. Now she is. And sometimes it takes her a minute.
Switching to Lone Star departure on 8.1. Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey.
There she goes. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I'll be live tomorrow, too. Absolutely.
Aurora say 110109.
Lone Star departure.
Thanks.
Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey. Afternoon. Climbing
Hey, no
through
problem. I try to
1000
go
for flight
live
level
every
250.
day.
Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey. Lone Star departure. Good afternoon, altimeter 29.85.
29.85. Okay, so I'm going to answer a couple questions here. I got some emails I'm going to go through real quick with some people. All right, so Kaylee asked if I would fly the 777
Gold Star
again.
9er Delta Whiskey. Lone Star departure. Climb and maintain
Aurora say
flight level 310.
110109.
Means that it was a request.
ALRBCIGTG
Climb
go
and
CYA
maintain flight
do.
level 310. Gold
Means it
Star
was a
9er Delta
request.
Whiskey.
Maybe tomorrow we'll try to do a flight in it. It's not that I don't like flying it, but the version that I can use right now for TFM, there's just a lot that I can't do with the flight. I don't have much control, and I don't like that. So we might fly the triple tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to make a promise, but now when TFM's one version comes available, then yeah, I'm going to jump all over it, and we'll be flying that 777. You better believe
Center
it.
pump's coming off.
And I don't know, what Andy wants to do yet. I told him that if he wanted to do a live stream later, that we could. But obviously he's not going to talk about things that he can't. But maybe he can add a little clarification to some of your all's emails that I've received, that stuff I can't answer. For example, let me go back over here. And you guys are fine for emailing and asking questions. I have no problem with that. But where was it? Okay, here we go. There was a slew of them that came through, but I'm just going to go to the one here. Yeah, here it was. So basically they were saying,
Gold Star International Niner Delta
Stand
Whiskey,
by.
contact Fort Worth Center on 135.75.
Contacting Fort Worth Center on 135.75. Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey.
I don't like trying to
Transition
talk whenever they're talking, so give me 1 second.
Checked.
Fort Worth Center, Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey. Afternoon, climbing past 17,000, aiming for flight level 310.
Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey, Fort Worth Center. Good afternoon, altimeter 29.88.
29.88. Okay, so this person had said how the 777 has so many great features. When you were last flying it, I didn't see you
Gold
do
Star
a
Niner
lot.
Delta Whiskey, Fort Worth Center. Climb and maintain flight level
Oh my
330.
gosh. This is where it stays kind of
Climb and
busy. I
maintain
usually wait till I'm
flight
at cruise
level
before I
330,
try to
Gold
talk.
Star Niner
because
Delta Whiskey.
it's just constant communication with ATC, so just give me a minute. But they were saying how didn't see you doing a lot with the flight when you was flying, as far as checking altitudes, adjusting speeds. The only way you can do that right now is with First Officer, and First Officer doesn't do it very well. So that's why I'm not real big about flying the triple right now. And I know you suggested flying in P3D, but I'm just going to tell you, I'm not setting P3D back up. I could, but I'm not gonna. I'm sticking with the sim that I got, and when it's time that I can fly it with TFM, then you'll see me flying the 777 all the time. I plan on also making a Code in Dark tutorial with the 777. I'm going to do that within the next week or so. I'm going to have a Code in Dark tutorial going over the things that you need to do. And to be honest, I might wait until TFM comes out, because then it's going to be a lot better than what it is now. And I mean, I know that hands down, like that's the whole idea. So I might even wait on the tutorial for that one until after, you know.
Lois Hughes. What happened? You get the book John earlier. Lois Hughes. I lost you.
What do you mean you lost me? It must have been on your end, Lois. We've been live the whole time. It must have been something on your end. Guys, did I cut off stream at any time? I don't think I did. Yeah, I'm looking on my TikTok side too. Everything, no. It must have been on your end there, Lois. John joined on the TikTok live stream. Well, another John. Okay. Want to thank everybody for being here, whether you're on TikTok
Brandon Armstrong,
or you are on
your stream is just
YouTube
fine on my
at Lounging
end.
with John.
I think Lois
or
might have
you're
had
on
an internet
YouTube
issue.
with BVI Pilots. Wherever you are watching, I want to thank you guys for being here. I want to remind you that if you're new,
Lois Hughes,
to either follow us.
Prob was I got the boot LOL.
Follow us if you're on TikTok. If you're watching on BVI Pilots or The Lounge on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button and join us here at The Lounge/BVI Pilots. Set your notifications to always so you're notified every time that we go live or publish a new video. Be sure to hit that like button for us. Share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, any social sites that you might be a part of. Thank you guys for being here, and let us continue our flight. We are flying from KDFW, that is Kilo Delta Foxtrot Whiskey, KDFW, which is Fort Worth, good old Texas. And we're going to Miami. Kilo Mike India Alpha, KMIA. Gold Star International. What's the weather for Miami?
Gold Star International Niner, Delta Whiskey, Miami International Airport, information Yankee. Wind 0905 at 12, visibility 10. Sky conditions, broken at 4500 feet.
Sunfire
Temperature
11.
26, dew point 14.
All of us are under a
altimeter
strict NDA.
3007.
My
Density
personal
altitude
experience
00
is
feet.
that flying the
Arriving and departing runways
777
Niner, 8
is so
right, 128
beautiful,
left.
it will make you cry.
Yeah, I've been fortunate to be in the real thing. So that I tell you that it's an amazing aircraft. Even with the way that I'm flying, you know, the thing I'll tell you, and this has nothing to do with NDA, and not at all. The sound pack for the 777 is horrible. If you can get a different sound pack, get it. There's the one YouTuber that all you gotta do is be a patron. Go sign up as a patron. Download the sound packs, because the default sound pack is absolutely horrible. I don't know what happened there, because PMDG is usually about quantity and quality, and they left out the quality on that sound pack. It sounds like a vacuum cleaner to me, the engines do.
Brandon Armstrong. That sound packed for the 777 just flat out sucks.
So, but with that said, when I did fly the 777 the other day, it is still an amazing airplane. And it's not hard to really, you know, just flying it, even not having the ability to do some of the things that you need to be able to do. you know what you should be able to do, and you know, I mean, anybody that flies it now with the older version of TFM, you're going to know how amazing it's going to be. I mean, you won't know exactly how, like, everything is going to be there, but you better believe that, number one, you got the difference of free open source to not free payware. That's going to make it amazing by itself. You know that it's going to be much better because you don't put out payware, you know, without having features and quality. So it's going to be there. It's going to be good. I'm sure of it. Y'all should have, we got about 2,000 feet to go until we're at cruise altitude. You should have the front view window, so that should be good for you. And once we get to cruise, I'm going to step away from my seat for about 2 or 3 minutes to grab my lunch. It won't take but 2 minutes literally to warm up my lunch. And yeah. We're climbing at about 1,100 feet a minute. Thousand feet to go. Alright, we were at cruise altitude. That leaves us with 1 hour and 26 minutes till descent. So give me 1 minute, you guys, and I will be right back. Let me go grab my lunch.
We'll begin our cabin service soon. We have a number of complimentary drinks and snacks, as well as meals and spirits for purchase. All purchases must be made with a credit card as we're unable to accept cash.
real big about chomping anybody's ears, so y'all ain't gonna be hearing me over here munching my face. So I'm gonna leave y'all with this cockpit while I'm putting food in my mouth. All right. So don't go nowhere. I'm still here. I'm just eating my food.
Gold Star International Niner Delta Whiskey, contact Fort Worth Center on 135.55.
Switching to Fort Worth Center on 135.55. Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey. Fort Worth Center, Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey. Afternoon, maintaining flight level 330.
Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey, Fort Worth Center. Good afternoon.
So I'm just eating my lunch, guys, and I'll be with you. I'm having one of them dinner, Benny Moore dinner, but it's turkey and dressing. Oh, it's so good. I'll be back in a minute.
Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey, Fort Worth Center. Contact Houston Center on 134.425.
Switching to Houston Center on 134.425, Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey. Houston Center, Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey. Afternoon, maintaining flight level 330.
Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey, Houston Center, good afternoon.
Alright, you guys, I am back. Alright. Let's see where we are here. You guys still with me or what? Got an hour and 10 minutes still to set. Brandon? Lois? Andy? I'm not real big about the turkey dinner that I had. I'm not impressed with that one. But that's where my
Sunfire 11 still here.
Did my flight attendant not even come on and say we're at cruise? Are you okay back there? I didn't hear you say anything about cruise altitude or nothing, my love.
Lois Hughes. Here.
Hello, Captain John. Everything is fine back here. I haven't made the cruise announcement yet, but I'll take care of it shortly. Thank you for checking in.
By the way, the one and only Brandon is back on the airplane with us. You know what he's good for.
Lois Hughes. I do like them.
Oh, Captain John. Brandon's back, huh? Well, he's always good for keeping things lively and making sure everyone's got a smile on their face. Let's hope he doesn't try to take over the intercom again. Anything else you need from me?
Or take the children's cookies. They're okay. I mean, it's not horrible, but my favorite is, I think my favorite's the beef stew.
Captain John, I'll make sure Brandon doesn't get into too much mischief back here. If he tries to take any cookies from the kids, I'll be sure to step in. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Well, you can go ahead and say hello to all of our viewers out there today. Andy, Lois, Brandon, and everybody else.
Lois Hughes. Cookie Bandit.
The Cookie Bandit,
hello,
that's
Captain
right.
John. I'll be sure to give a warm hello to Andy, Lois, Brandon, and everyone else on board. Thanks for the heads up. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Now, Brandon can't say hello back. That's because his mouth is full of cookies.
Haha, Captain John. It seems Brandon is enjoying his cookies a bit too much to say hello back. I'll keep an eye on him to make sure he doesn't eat them all. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Alright, what did I do with? There we go. So Thursday or Friday, I'll have me a 32-inch TV on my wall in here. It will act as my computer monitor and my TV. So that'd be nice.
Brandon Armstrong. If I ate as many cookies as you imply, I would be a pig, lol. Sonfire 11. Love those apps where you have auto update and can't turn it off.
Oh yeah, I hear you, man. You didn't forget to bring my Big Red from the house before we came to work, did you, my love?
Oh, Captain John, I did remember to bring your Big Red. It's safely tucked away for you. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Okay. Get rid of that Captain John crap. You can call me dear, sweetheart, honey, sugar muffin, anything but Captain John.
All right, sweetheart. I'll keep it casual. Let me know if there's anything else you need, and I'll be here to help.
By the way, no chicken for dinner on the airplane today. Let's have spaghetti and salad.
Oh, Captain. Spaghetti and salad sounds like a delicious change. I'll make sure to pass that along to the crew. Let me know if there's anything else you need, dear.
You need to make an announcement though, because Brandon don't get spaghetti. He only gets the salad. He said he was getting too fat.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lisa, your lead flight
Oh
attendant.
boy, here we go.
Just a quick note regarding our meal service today. We'll be serving spaghetti and salad. However, please be aware that Brandon will only be receiving the salad. Thank you for your understanding, and enjoy the rest of your flight with us.
You got cut off, Brandon.
Got it, Captain. I'll make sure Brandon only gets the salad. Anything else you need, just let me know.
No, that'll be it. And how's my co-pilot doing today?
Doing great, John. Just enjoying
Lois
the view from up
Hughes.
here.
John, you got a nickname already, did you forget Face Blue Smiling?
What was it? What was it, Lois? I forgot what you said it was the other day. I'm doing good, thank you.
Glad to hear that, John.
Guys, we got about an hour to go. I'd really rather just do the descent, follow the waypoints, but we'll see. I got a feeling.
Lois Hughes. Ziggy.
Ziggy. That's right. I forgot that's my new nickname, Ziggy. That's because you got to really watch me, because when you think I'm zigging, I'll be zagging. Zig zig. Alright, let's take a look here at the Jim. Welcome to the lounge here on TikTok, my friend. Anybody else that might be
Lois
viewing on the
Hughes.
TikTok side, welcome.
We could have Piggy and Ziggy Paul, just kidding.
Piggy and Ziggy. All right. That's funny. I got a waypoint that says Fatso. The next waypoint we go to is called Fatso. And then Buns. B-U-N-Z. Buns. Fatso and Buns. I'm just getting some of the approach stuff out of the way here. .30 092 110.30 092 110.30 092.
Lois Hughes. LOL-uns LOL.
And we'll load the forecast in here for Miami. Alright,
Lois Hughes.
that's done.
Buns.
Alright, so that is done. KMIA. Eight right. Now, when I look at the right bracket Control D and look at our destination, it's pretty much on track. It says 97, but there's that magnetic that makes it a little bit different. Now, what I am curious to see is when I look on alright, what is the ILS free and heading for KMIA runway 8 right. Now see, this is where I get confused, because on the sim it says that the frequency is 110.30. On when I look it up through the website, it says that it's 110.30. Or I mean, 110.9. 110.9 heading 083. So why am I getting different? I mean, I guess it's just what 2020 has, I guess, but most times they go by the real thing, I thought. So we're gonna leave it with what it says, but on 2020 I'm gonna leave it to what it says, even though
Gold Star International 9er Delta Whiskey, contact Houston Center on 124.7.
Switching to Houston Center on 124.7, Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey.
We'll leave it at the 110.30, but I don't understand why it does that.
Houston Center, Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey, afternoon, maintaining
Andy,
flight level 330.
You might know, Andy. I mean, you do
Gold Star
programming
9er
and
Delta
stuff.
Whiskey,
Why is
Houston
it?
Center. Good afternoon.
On the sim, it showed me one frequency for the runway, but then if I look it up, sometimes I get a different frequency than what the sim has. Any thoughts on that, of why that might be? Because I've even done it where I followed what it said outside the sim and it actually got me landed. But again, I don't know the reason that, you know, I could understand if maybe the AIRAC data was out of date or something, but I don't know.
Brandon Armstrong. Starship is launching tonight at 5:30 p.m. Central.
Well, they'll be canceling if it's windy. I guarantee you that. If it gets super windy, they'll cancel. I've seen it too many times. But we'll see.
Brandon Armstrong. You're right about that. The winds are going to be very extreme and we're gonna get thunderstorms too, so I bet they do reschedule it.
I mean, it just depends, Brandon, on... It's not necessarily that there's wind. It depends on the amount of wind and the direction of the wind compared to how they got things set up.
Sunfire 11. This is messed up. Now my ATC doesn't work.
That's weird, man.
Sunfire 11. Anyways, the difference in frequencies depends on what RLATC has versus what the simulator has.
Yeah, that's what I figured, but...
Brandon Armstrong. Spaceflight definitely has a lot more criteria to go by for cancellations or rescheduling.
A lot of times, usually they do have the same frequencies, but... Alright. It's where there's a button on Say Intentions right now that says announce 10
Brandon
10,000
Armstrong.
climb.
Wow, I'm literally outside of the winds are starting to already become gusty and we haven't even had the thunderstorms yet.
Alright, let's see. Well, we're having a pretty steady cruise up here. Like it's right at 0 feet per minute. Now it's at 3 feet a minute, but very smooth. Alright. Let's see here. "47 minutes. All right. Alright, hold on 1 second, you guys. Yeah, I really want to start getting a way to start saving, because I really want to start getting this other sim equipment that I really want. Like, you have no idea how bad. Like the CDU. If I can get the CDU, the Honeycomb Bravo, the pedals, that would be everything that I need besides... Wait, this, okay, so the Honeycomb Bravo, that's the throttles. The CDU, the pedals, and then that piece you wear on your head to go with the sim now, plus me already getting a TV this week. That'd be a pretty good setup. "41 minutes, y'all."
Sunfire 11. Strange. No matter what I do, it shows United 5555 C172 at the top of the transmit history. UG.
That is weird.
Gold Star International 9er Delta Whiskey. Contact Houston Center on 134.9er. Contacting Houston Center on 134.9. Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey. Houston Center, Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey, afternoon, maintaining flight level 330.
Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey, Houston Center, good afternoon.
Sunfire 11. Do you put your SimBrief username or user ID in the SimBrief section?
Yeah, you do. Hold on, I'll tell you where you put it, Andy. Hold on. You go to... Okay, so go to settings, and then it's going to be... Okay, so username, put your SimBrief username. And then yeah, put your username in there and you should be good. You don't got to put the ID, just the username. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Andy, I'm seeing the same thing on mine at the top. It says United 5555 C172. Let me see if I can change. Hold on a minute. I'll tell you. Cause now I'm thinking maybe hold on a minute and I'll tell you, Andy, 1 second.
Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey, Houston Center, contact Jacksonville Center on 120.825.
Switching to Jacksonville Center on 120.825, Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey.
Still says United 5555 at the top.
Jacksonville Center, Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey. Good afternoon. Maintaining flight level 330.
Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey, Jacksonville Center identified. Good afternoon.
I'm gonna do something and she can just pick up where we're at. Nah, she still says United 5555.
Dear guests, we have now climbed to a safe altitude and you are free to use your electronic devices. Additionally, our onboard Wi-Fi service is now available for your convenience. Thank you for flying with us today and enjoy the rest of your flight. Ladies and gentlemen, we've now reached our cruising altitude, and my colleagues and I will begin our snack and drink service shortly. Today, we're delighted to offer a delicious chicken Caesar salad and a hearty beef stew as part of our meal options. After the meal service, we'll be coming around with a selection of items from our airline shop, so feel free to browse and treat yourself. Thank you for flying with us, and enjoy the rest of your flight.
I don't know. That is weird, dude. I don't know. Let me try something here. I think you do put your username though, but I think you do put your username. Well, it didn't matter. Either one I put in there. I put my username or my ID and it didn't make a difference.
Dear guests, we have now climbed to a safe altitude and you are free to use your electronic devices. Additionally, our onboard Wi-Fi service is now available for your convenience. Thank you for flying with us and enjoy the rest of your flight.
Well, it does say...
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached our cruising altitude. My colleagues and I will be coming through the cabin shortly with our snack and drink service. Today, we're offering a delightful chicken salad and a classic pasta dish that we think you'll enjoy. After the meal service, we'll also have a selection of items available from our airline shop. Thank you for flying with us, and enjoy the rest of your flight.
Alright, so I put my username back in and it didn't matter either way. It still says United at the top. You got the comms?
It's a VFR. I'm not really supposed to be helping you with the comms unless it's
Request
IFR.
IFR.
I'm sorry, I'm really only trained to handle IFR related comms.
Request IFR clearance.
I'll contact Jacksonville Center for our IFR clearance.
Jacksonville Center, Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey, requesting to pick up our IFR clearance.
I just
Give
had
me
to
1
get
second for
say
that clearance.
intention back where we was.
Gold Star International, Niner Delta Whiskey, cleared to Miami. Direct buns. Then is filed. Squawk 3242 and ident.
What
Cleared
in the...
to Miami. Direct buns, then is filed. Squawk 3242 and ident. Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey.
Gold Star International, Niner Delta Whiskey. Radar contact at flight level 320, heading 108. Altimeter 30.09er. Cleared direct buns.
Flight level 320, heading 108. Altimeter 3009er. Cleared direct buns. Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey.
My screen reader's messed up now. Hold on, we're having problems here. What in the world is it doing?
Sunfire 11. So, I got my ATC back, but the others aren't answering me.
Hold on, I'm having my own problems here. Hold on. What in the world is it doing? Like, I can't even restart my screen reader. Oh my god, this is being stupid. Hold on 1 second, guys. figure this out because I can't even restart NVDA because it's not letting me. It's not letting me put in. Oh God. It's like there's a button held down with my NVDA, right? Like, this is not good. Maybe I can try and get my mouse to it. Oh my gosh.
Sunfire 11. For some reason, the flight crew / co-pilot doesn't work, but I now have my flight number loaded at the top of the history window.
I don't know, it's something to do with setting, but I'm dealing with my own crap right now because it's not letting me. There, okay. Hold on, Andy. I was having my own little. I was having my own problems, man. It was being nuts. Because my thing is. When I run. GSI North Whiskey requesting IFR clearance.
Contacting Jacksonville Center on 124. Jacksonville Center, Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey. Good afternoon. Maintaining flight level 330.
Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey, Jacksonville Center identified. Good afternoon. Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey, Jacksonville Center, cleared to Miami. Direct Baca. Then is filed Squawk 3242 and ident.
Cleared to Miami. Direct Baca.
Okay,
then is
there.
filed.
Yeah,
Block
you don't put your.
3242 and ident.
You
Gold
don't-
Star Niner Delta Whiskey.
You don't put your ID in there. You put your username. Why is hold on?
VNAV on.
There. Every time I put the altitude in, it takes it off of VNAV.
VNAV on.
Gold Star International Niner Delta Whiskey. Contact Miami Center on 128.225.
Switching to Miami Center on 128.225. Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey.
Oh.
Miami Center, Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey. Good afternoon. Maintaining flight level 330.
Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey, Miami Center identified. Good afternoon.
Okay, I've got.
Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey, Miami Center. Expect the Palms to arrival. Plan for descent in maybe 20 minutes.
Expect the Palms to arrival. We'll plan for descent in about 20 minutes. Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey.
Command A on.
Why is it holding? This is the dumb stuff that just absolutely. All right, we'll do this.
VNAV on.
This is absolutely stupid. Nope, won't let me do it. Hold on, guys. And first officer is doing the same thing that it did the last flight. It's not even giving me the option to do my descent flow. Start descent flow. Descent flow.
Flow completed. Descent checklist. Pressurization. Sit. Recall. Checked. Auto brakes. Sit. Landing data. 143. Minimums. 200. Approach briefing. We're expecting
It
the
will
ILS
not
approach
let
for
me
runway
put
08
in
right.
the
minimum
freaking descent
is
altitude.
200 feet. We'll use auto brakes for. We can expect to park at gate 5-3.
In case of go around, we'll climb per ATC instructions on the runway heading. Any questions?
I'm good. Completed. Descent checklist completed. VNAV on.
But if I put the altitude back to where the cruise altitude is, it'll let me turn VNAV back on. But soon as I try to put my altitude for descent, it turns on hold. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, I know why. That's okay. It'll get the cruise altitude in time, I think. It's because it should have been 34,000, not 33,000. So we was never at cruise the way we were supposed to be, actually. Now we're at cruise. Okay. I'm going to restart TFM. All right, now let me make sure okay, there, that's good. There we go. Problem solved. Now, Andy, go. Andy, tell me what's going on with yours. Actually, Andy, send me a text, and then I'm going to send you back server information, and you can connect to the server. Maybe I can help you. Let me. If you can text me. I don't understand why first officer is not giving my descent flow. There's before takeoff, after takeoff flow button, before takeoff checklist, before takeoff flow, before taxi checklist, before taxi flow, engine start, before start checklist, restart flow, pre-flight checklist, pre-flight flow. Nothing to do with the, it's like anything to do with the flight part is not there. But it did the descent checklist, right, guys? Alright, we starting our descent here in a minute, guys. 3 minutes. You got comms.
I'm already handling the comms, John. Just let me know if you need
We're going to be
anything
starting
else.
our descent here in about 3 minutes, sweetheart.
All right, Captain John, understood. Let us know if you need anything else. We'll be here to assist.
Not Captain John. What are you supposed to call me, sweetie? Oh, gosh.
Oh, sorry about that, Captain John. I'll make sure to stick with Captain from now on. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
No, you're supposed to call me dear.
All right, dear. I'll make sure to remember that. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
I mean, think about
Approaching top of descent.
it. You are my wife. We live together. We have a baby on the way. So there's no reason why you can't call me sweetie or dear. Alright, getting ready to start our descent, guys.
All right, dear. I'll make sure to remember that. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Just don't call me late for dinner. Ha 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 ha.
Haha, no worries, dear. I'll make sure you're always on time for dinner. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Better yet, let me know if there's anything you need.
Of course, dear. If there's anything you need, just let me know. I'm here to help.
Get everybody buttoned up. We're getting ready to start our descent.
Cabin crew, take seats for landing. We're preparing for descent.
I don't know who it was. Somebody was watching it one day and said, yeah, if you have problems when you're in the air, you're supposed to, on say intention, that you got to say SOS. No, you don't. Ladies and gentlemen, we're starting our descent.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your lead flight attendant Lisa speaking. We have just begun our descent into Miami. Please ensure your seatbelts are fastened and your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright positions. We will be coming through the cabin to collect any remaining service items. Thank you for flying with us today, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your flight.
You might want to remind everybody about our big swimming pool party we're having this weekend. Remember?
Sure thing, Captain. I'll make sure to remind everyone about the big swimming pool party this weekend. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Make sure they don't bring alcohol. No alcohol allowed. Alright, here we go. We're making our descent, guys.
Understood, Captain. I'll make sure to remind the passengers about the no alcohol policy. Ladies and gentlemen, just a quick reminder that we do not allow the consumption of personal alcohol on board. We appreciate your understanding and cooperation. Thank you for flying with us.
No, sweetie.
Sunfire 11.
I'm talking about the
Get me when
pool
you land.
party we're having when we get landed. Make an announcement, let everybody know about it, and let them know to not bring alcohol. And our friend Andy is going to join us. Okay, so I brought up my
Ladies and
heading
gentlemen,
box
just a
just
quick
in case he had
announcement to
me
your flight
turn.
crew. We're excited to let
I
you
don't.
know about a pool party we're hosting
I've not had
once
much
we
luck
land.
with say
Please remember
intentions
that it's
giving me
no alcohol
headings
event,
to
and our
the
friend Andy will be
ILS.
joining us. We
Every
hope to
time I
see you
do,
there for
it takes
some
us
fun
the
and
wrong way.
relaxation.
Every time. And it's happened to me not just once. Any time that I got to do headings that they give me, it does that. And it, you know, you would think, okay, just follow the waypoints. But the thing is, say intentions can manipulate the actual airport that you're at during that flight. So they can change the heading to the runway, all that. And if they do that, then the waypoints to get landed while running say intentions, if you're ignoring the headings they give you, you're not going to land. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. We're going to see what happens. I was told that you got to turn right when they tell you. We're going to do that. Next time, if they give me an altitude, I'm going to do the whole, what's it called? Level change, because that'll get you there quicker. And I'm also going to turn to the heading they give me right away. Oh, and while we're on the stream, I'm going to put this out there too. I got an email. Forgot about this. John, you guys don't give me a chance to learn to fly. BVI Virtual kicked me off their airline. You kick me off of yours, and you guys just don't give nobody a chance. There's nothing wrong with the way I fly. There's nothing wrong with the speeds that I fly. I think that maybe other people are confused. I don't need anyone to tell me how to fly. BVI Virtual kicked me off their airline just because they wanted to. That was the only reason. Just like your airline kicked me off as well. Just because you wanted to. You had no reason for what you did. Neither did them bums over at BVI Virtual. I'm going to stop right there and just say this. You cannot land in a 737 at 170, 180 knots. It's too fast. If you land at that altitude, it's going to be too hard. I guarantee it. You should be landing. Now, I've landed at 150 knots before. But you've had people trying to help you. Back then, we tried to help you. And now you come back and I try to help you again, and you just don't listen. You don't want to listen to anybody giving you advice, Mr. Payton. And with that said, until you can listen to people and follow directions like you should, don't email blaming people for your own ignorance, okay? And when you got kicked, and the airline that I hired you in was my test airline anyways. I still fly for BVI Virtual. I just haven't for a little bit because I've been trying to get things sorted, because I won't land the airplane if I'm having problems like I've been having. So that's where I'm going to leave it. Nobody did this to you but yourself. You know what? When I can't do something, I ask somebody for help. And the one thing that I do is I'll go by what they tell me. If I don't know how to do something, I'll go to Declan, or I'll go to Brandon, or, well, obviously not in PMVG stuff because Brandon's not flown now. I'm just making examples here. Or if I'm having a TFM problem, I'll go to Andy, whatever it is, and I'm going to listen to what they tell me. I'm not going to insult them because I keep messing up and I don't want to listen. So, I think you need to get your ducks in a row there, bud, because I've been flying in the sim for over 4 years and I still have my mistakes. I'm not perfect, but I do know how to fly. And I do know what's normal and what's not. At this point, I think it's just a matter of deniability, okay, and accountability. That's all I got to say about it. So when you can listen and stop doing things to make people mad, you let me know. You email me and say, hey, I'm ready. I will listen. I will do this. I will do that. I'll give you a shot again. So you email me and let me know when you're ready to actually follow some helpful things, helpful tips. Okay? And you're on my schedule. I waited on the server for you, me and Brandon did, for over an hour. And you would connect and just sit there making noises and laughing. Don't play stupid with people, okay? If you do, don't waste my time. Go hang out with the guy that wants to put a thermostat in his cockpit. Maybe you and him can, figure something out together. Fucking ridiculous.
Transition altitude. Checked.
Gold Star International, crossing flight levels 17,000, making our descent into Miami for the ILS approach, runway 8 rights.
Gold Star International, Niner Delta Whiskey, good afternoon. Gold Star International, Niner Delta Whiskey, contact Miami approach on 8.1.
Switching to Miami approach on 8-1. Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey.
Speed brake armed.
Miami Center, Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey. Afternoon, descending through 15,000 feet.
Speed brake armed.
GSI crossing 11,000.
Gold Star International 9er Delta Whiskey. Descend via Frogs 4 into Miami.
Descend via Frogs 4 into Miami.
Gold Star International 9er Delta Whiskey. Roger, continue your descent. Expect the ILS approach for runway 8 right at Miami.
Thank you. Have a good day. Now, see, that's good. He's not changing my heading. That means we're going to follow it in the normal way. Thank God. The one thing that I can tell you guys, for those that's still learning about flying and all this, I always wait until I'm near the heading for the ILS. Not necessarily,
Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin
not
our
just the
descent into
altitude.
Miami,
So I go
please
by
ensure that
altitude
you are
and
seated with
heading.
your seatbelts fastened. Kindly stow your tray tables and ensure your seat backs
Wouldn't
are
you
in
say
upright
that'd be a
The use of
fair
lavatories
statement
is
to make,
allowed at this
guys?
time. Thank you
Andy?
for your cooperation.
Brandon?
Gold Star International 9er Delta Whiskey. Contact Tamiami approach on 9er.45.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we make our final approach into Miami,
Switching to Tamiami
please ensure
approach
that
on
all
945,
electronic devices
Gold
are
Star
turned
9er
off
Delta
and
Whiskey.
stowed until we have arrived at the gate. Kindly put your tray tables away and ensure your
I don't know. He might have me change my heading. I hope he
Miami
doesn't.
Center, Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey.
Damn it.
Afternoon,
Upon
descending
arrival,
past
our airline staff
10,000.
will provide information regarding your connecting flights. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the rest of the flight. Crew, please check that everyone
Because
is
once
seated
that
as
happens and I
fast
start
as
going his
possible.
heading, I got to turn
Captain's
heading
cabin
on,
is
and
ready.
that means we're no longer following the waypoints. Just a swinging.
Gold Star International 9er Delta Whiskey. Proceed direct Cobra. Descend and maintain 3000. Altimeter 30.00 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 8 right approach.
So direct Cobra.
Proceeding direct Cobra. Descend and maintain 3000. Altimeter 3000. Cleared for the ILS runway 8 right approach. Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey.
So that means he wants me to go direct to Cobra, guys. Cobra. So we're doing that now. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and give us one flap here.
Flaps 1. Flaps 2. Flaps 5. Glide slope alive.
Once we start turning, that's when I'm going to activate.
Gold Star International 9er Delta Whiskey. Contact Miami Tower on 8.3.
Switching to Miami Tower on 8.3. Gold Star 9er Delta Whiskey. Miami Center, Gold Star, Niner Delta Whiskey. Afternoon. We're established on the ILS approach for runway 8 right.
Approach mode on.
I'm turning my mic on for a minute, guys, so bear with me.
2500.
Flaps 15. Flaps 25. Gear down. Gear up. Flaps 40. Gear down. Cabin crew, prepare for landing. Command be on.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Engine start switches. Speed brake.
Check.
Landing gear.
Set.
Flaps.
Set.
Cabin crew. Cabin
Check.
crew, prepare for landing.
Captain, we have a situation in the cabin. A passenger's medical equipment has malfunctioned. It seems the battery on their portable oxygen concentrator has unexpectedly failed. We've moved quickly to provide supplemental oxygen and are monitoring the passenger closely. I'll keep you updated on their condition and any further assistance we might
We're
want.
about to be landed.
Please advise if you want us to take any additional actions. Cabin crew, take seats for landing.
Anti-ice off.
Set.
Okay, I turned off the mic. So, that worked out perfect. Perfect.
Watch your airspeed.
I mean, that was perfect.
Gold Star International Niner Delta Whiskey. Contact Miami Tower on 8.3.
Switching to Miami Tower on 8.3, Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey.
GSI, Niner Delta Whiskey on final approach, landing gear down.
Miami Center, Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey. Good afternoon. We're established on the ILS for runway 8 right approach.
Gold Star International Niner Delta Whiskey. Contact Miami Tower on 8.3 for landing clearance.
Watch your airspeed.
Airspeed low.
Switching to Miami Tower on 8.
We're fine on speed, guys.
Miami Tower, Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey. Afternoon. We're established on the ILS approach for runway 8 right.
300.
Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey, Miami Tower. Wind 075 at 8.
Minimum.
Runway 8 right, cleared to land.
Watch your airspeed.
Runway 8 right, cleared to land. Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey.
100. Approaching minimums. 50. 30. 20. And minimums.
Speed brake out. Reverse thrust. $70 knots.
Now that was a good landing. Wonderful landing right there. That was a good landing. Hot dang.
Thank you, Captain John. That was a smooth landing. Definitely an 8 out of 10. Let us know if there's anything else you need from us.
Gold Star International Niner Delta Whiskey. Contact ground on 121.8.
Switching to ground on 121.8. Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey.
There.
Miami ground. Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey. Afternoon.
Hey,
We've cleared
Andy,
runway 8 right
where-
and are ready to taxi to the gate.
What is that setting called that I can turn off so it don't repeat the auto throttle
Gold Star
messages?
Niner Delta Whiskey, Miami ground. Taxi to Terminal D via Papa Whiskey November. Have a great day.
That was a good flight, guys. That
Taxi
was
to
a
Terminal
good
D
flight.
via Papa Whiskey November. Gold Star Niner Delta Whiskey.
Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. I'm fixing some settings here. Let me go here. Alright, guys, that is all we got for right now. We are probably going to be doing another flight, but for right now, so I know how to do direct, You just go to direct, where, you know, that's easy enough. You just find the waypoint he wants you to go direct to, move it to the top, and you're good. That wasn't a problem at all. But when he starts giving heading when you're still at 18, 19, 20,000 feet, every time I do it, I never get landed. So, you tell me. Alright. What I'm going to do is we'll keep the sim on standby. I'm going to go try to catch up with Andy here. See what's up. We'll be back later, guys. Andy, message me so I can send you that stuff. Brandon, I'll be on the server. He probably ain't even listening. Like David said, he's turning into a slacker.